Hello everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. If you're new here, my name's Karen, I'm the Junk Journal Geek, and I'm here while my pot of tea is brewing, just to do a quick recap of these two journals that I'm going to pop back up for sale at a very reduced price. This was the Delft Blue journal, and this, I believe this was the Spring Summer journal that I made. I can't remember how long ago. It might have been last year, it might have been the year before, but they were packed away before we moved, and because they have been packed away for quite some time, they've got a bit squished. Look, I've been tidying up my craft room. I forgot that's a picture of me with my mummy and daddy. Isn't that cute? Yes, so I thought I'm going to pop these back up for sale, and I'm going to reduce them heavily because they have been a bit squished during the move. They've been kept in these plastic covers, so they've stayed quite clean. But just where they've been squashed in, you know, boxes with other things, they're just not as lovely as they once were. So yes, I believe this was the Spring Summer journal. Both these journals have had a full flip through on YouTube, and I believe they both had a series where I showed the making of them. But this one is a sort of, it's a soft cover. I can't remember what the cover's made of. As I say, if you want to go back and look, you will be able to find out. The cover measures about 9.5 inches by about 6.5, very roughly. It's got this topper on that's made from corrugated card and then just collaged with paper ephemera and some lace at the top and bottom. The closure is just a double thickness of ribbon. And then, as I say, I have done a full flip through on both these journals before, so I won't go into too much detail now because you can go back and watch those videos if you would like to. The light on my screen looks a bit weird, so if it's looking weird for you, I do apologise. I don't know why that is. This is what I'm talking about. I can't tell if the camera's picking it up, but the paper's just a bit crinkled where it's been, you know, squished while it was packed. And so, as I say, they're not in pristine condition, but they are junk journals, so, you know, is pristine important? I don't know. If you don't mind not pristine, then these might be the journals for you. There's lots of bits that are decorated, but there's also lots of space, you know, where you can add your own, whatever you want to use a journal for, whether it's, you know, as a diary, as a notebook, as an actual journal. You want to stick pictures in if you want to do a bit of decorating yourself. There is still plenty of room to do all that. And obviously on these decorative papers, you can always stick plainer paper on if you want to journal onto those pages. So as I say, I am being very quick here because I've just made a pot of tea, and I thought while it's brewing I will just come and do a quick refresher of these journals. I love this blue and yellow together. Beautiful. I'm quite impressed with how I've lined these pages up so that the butterfly matches. So there's, you know, quite a few little tags and tuck spots and bits and bobs in here. I'm just trying to remember what the cover was. Probably some sort of card covered in this blue fabric. This is obviously an altered envelope, and here at the back is one of my favourite things to do. It's my stacked envelopes. If you've been here a while, you will have seen me do this before. So each of those is a little envelope, and there's space, you know, to journal or to tuck things in. Obviously this one's made from packaging paper. So that's that one. And then the other one, the Delft Blue one, is another one of my favourites. It's a similar cover. It's obviously some sort of card, thin card, covered in fabric. And then we've got this was like a faux rosette that I made just from bits and pieces. We've got a heart that's got appliqued, just leftover fabrics on. We've got some flowers here that have been a bit squished, but you know, if you wanted to spend time flattening that out, I'm sure you could manage it. Lace, buttons, all sorts going on there. And then again, there is a full flip through on the channel, so I won't go mad, but you can see more on here. This has been squished, and so the paper is a little bit dented. So as I say, I'm going to pop it back up for sale at a reduced price. Sorry, I've slipped down, haven't I? So again, we've got envelopes and plenty of journaling space, lovely papers, some page edges, another envelope there, just paper clipped in, little tuck spots. I've not done anything with the strings in the centre, so they could either be cut off or you could add something onto them if you wanted to. Got some avocado dyed paper there, more envelope type things, some more flips. Love the colours in this one as well. I do love blue. So, oh, I didn't say how many signatures there were in the other one, did I? And we've got a bit tangled up here. So we've got an interesting triple flip there with that tag. I think this one's 2 signatures, yeah. I will try and leave a link to the proper flip throughs in the description box so that you can look at these in a bit more detail if you are interested. And we've got more interesting flips there, and a pocket there. So that is the Delft Blue journal. She is probably about the same size. Where are we? About 9.5 by about 6.5, very roughly. As I say, that was 2 signatures. Was this 2 signatures? This was 1 signature. So I'm going to pop this one up for £25 and this one for £20. So if you're interested, grab a bargain. I will pop a link to where they are for sale in the description box, or you can just message me directly and we'll sort it out from there. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that very brief flick through, and I'll be back again in another couple of days. So take care of yourselves and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye-bye.